Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode number 16 of Constructing Los Dangeles Season 2. How's everybody doing? I'm back on this city today, ready to continue to make some building progress. And guys, today I got another 10-minute post-commentary episode for you guys. I got some building in the background. Gonna do some rambling like I always do. So let's talk about the building a little bit before we get into any other topics. I'm actually continuing the Tiki bar build that I started last episode. So last episode was actually about 2 weeks ago now. Time flies. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was working on a Tiki bar at the end of the pier on the eastern side of LD, which is what I like that area of the map. It's in an area that I've always been a fan of. So I'm kind of, it's a little weird expanding it out into the expanded seed on PC. But I expanded the pier, and I'm adding kind of a tiki bar at the end of the pier, and you'll see me pretty much wrap that up today through the whole building montage. So last episode I kind of started with the basics in terms of the block choice, the general layout and stuff like that, but you'll see me go into quite a bit more detail here with today's building. So since I hadn't really worked on anything for you guys on camera in a little while here, I wanted to do a post-commentary episode today, just so there was a little bit more progress being shown, since there hasn't been that many episodes recently. But that's kind of the build. I'm pretty happy with the way the Tiki bar turned out. It's one of those builds that's kind of unique in terms of the block choice. I think I would pretty similarly compare it to the surf shop that you'll find at the end of the beach, just across the street from the skate park and the basketball courts, which is very close to the area that I'm building this. So it's one of those things where it's a pretty unique build because of the block choice, and I thought it turned out pretty good. So hopefully you guys like it as well. And that's pretty much what I'll be working on here on this episode. But with the building kind of described now, I guess we can move on to some other things. I have a question of the day here that I'm going to answer in just a second. I do want to start off, though, with some of the plans that I want to do for CLD here in the next couple episodes, because episode 20, which is about 4 episodes away, so we're here on 16, I'm going to be doing a recap episode, and that's going to happen pretty soon because I want to actually upload some more CLD videos here because I haven't made any in a while. So I think this is the first one I've made of the new year, obviously. And this is actually the first one I've made since before Christmas, before the new update on Minecraft on console. So I've been definitely slacking a little bit. So gotta try to get out 2 of these a week now. So you guys who love CLD will be able to see some videos, because I gotta get some videos out on this series. I gotta stop slacking. So but one of the things I want to work on here for the next couple episodes before the recap is actually new skyscraper. I've actually been getting the itch recently to actually build a new skyscraper ever since the Purge of Los Angeles, which we did over the weekend. That whole entire series of videos that we've been doing has been really fun, and it just kind of makes me want to build skyscrapers again, just because we were kind of going through the skyscrapers in survival, and that was a pretty fun time, just kind of going through and kind of just walking up them without being able to fly. So you just kind of got a sense of how large they were and how much time it takes to build them. So I think I am going to build another skyscraper here pretty soon. I might even start that next episode actually on a regular episode. Pick a lot just outside of the the original seed and start working on the expanded seed, maybe adding some new skyscrapers to LD. Probably where that pier was that I started building way back at the beginning of the series, or beginning of the season, I should say. So I'm probably going to end up doing something around that area. I have some cool ideas for some skyscrapers, and I've had that itch to build. I'm not a huge skyscraper fan. In terms of building them, it's probably it's definitely not my favorite thing to build, but for some reason I want to build one right now, so I'll probably end up doing that next episode, at least getting started on one. So stay tuned for that, guys. And that's kind of just what I'll probably be working on here up until the recap, because the recap's going to be the whole beach area on the western side of the map. Obviously the expansions that I made to the northeast, the Tiki bar, and hopefully whatever I start working on a skyscraper, and then a couple other miscellaneous things around the edges of the map. So highway expansions and things like that should cover the recap, but won't get too much further into that. We're jumping the gun a little bit because that's a couple episodes away, but thought I'd talk about it anyway. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into today's question of the day, which is going to be coming from Watch Me Be Cheesy. And the question is, if Xbox had World Edit, would you still be on console? So, pretty interesting question. I want to first off say that there is a 0% chance that console Minecraft will ever get World Edit. So, as much as I would love that to happen, it never will. So, it's definitely a theoretical question for sure, but I will definitely still entertain it here. So, my answer would be yes, actually. Might be surprised to hear that, but honestly, I think World Edit, as I don't even really use World Edit to its maximum potential. There are definitely a lot of people out there that utilize World Edit way more efficiently than I do. That goes without saying. I'm not very good with World Edit, but I like to use it for expanding roads and just filling in tedious things, and that's kind of like the main use for it. But honestly, I could pretty much go without it. But I definitely, if Xbox still had World Edit, I'd definitely still be on there, just because probably one of the main reasons why I decided to move over was because I just didn't feel like grinding highways anymore, because I knew that was going to be a large part of the expansion, like right off the bat, was just grinding roads and creating expansion, and I just didn't really feel like making roads by hand. Just because it's probably like one of the worst things you can do in Minecraft is just blazing down roads. So World Edit just makes that happen in a jiffy. So obviously if I had that feature on console, I'd definitely stay. And that's World Edit is the #1 reason why I moved over. Obviously on PC we have the City Texture Pack Advanced, which is very cool, having a texture pack that takes all the bad blocks from the City Texture Pack and makes them good. That's an awesome feature. That's the second reason why we moved over, and that's obviously really cool. But I honestly I worked on the City Texture Pack, the regular one, on console for so many years, honestly. So I was fine with it, and I would have kept working on it for sure if it came to it. But I mean, it's one of those things where, if they did have World Edit on console, I would stay, but it's definitely a hypothetical question, because that will never happen. So I can guarantee you guys that. But thank you for that question. Watch Me Be Cheesy. I know a lot of people have questions about the transition still, but it's a good question, and I thought I'd definitely answer that. So if you guys have any other questions, you can go ahead and write those in the comment section. I've been browsing the comment sections of the last few CLD videos, making sure that I find some questions that are good to answer, and that was definitely one. So if you guys have any cool questions, don't hesitate to write them, and there's a good chance it might get answered for the next episode, since I'm going to try to do a question of the day every episode for the foreseeable future. So with that being said, guys, we have a couple more minutes left in this video. I want to talk a little bit about the new year, since this is just the third day of 2017, actually my first episode of the new year. I definitely been slacking on CLD. I think that's pretty obvious. So I'm going to try to do more of those videos. I'm not going to do one every 2 weeks. That's pretty unacceptable. I have been slacking overall in videos. So really, I don't like to make excuses. So I'm not going to. But I'll definitely. I don't have that much going on right now, since I'm kind of like in a transition phase between graduating college and like my job search. So I have time to make videos right now, and I need to make videos, and that's what I'm doing right now. So 2017, here the first couple months here, I'm going to be making videos as much as I can, and that includes CLD. Try to get at least one CLD out a week, if not two. I think that's a pretty easily attainable goal. It's just all about, just actually getting it done. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys, no matter what, you guys are doing a great job supporting CLD as a series, the series that will never end. So thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys know I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next episode here in a few days. So we'll probably get started working on a skyscraper or something like that. Should be pretty fun. So thank you guys for watching. It's been Dangeles. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.